superstar. And here's even bigger news, Jenna.
That is Club Superstar. We do have a little breaking news out of the NFL out the door this morning. And fitting that we're talking Club Superstar. This guy's certainly in the NFL's version of it. We now know Tom Brady's post-football plans. The GOAT, 7-time Super Bowl champ, is joining the Fox family as our lead football analyst.
This is unbelievable.
Could be in a year, could be in 100 years. Who knows when Brady's going to hang it up. It feels like a seamless transition, Nick. But Brady coming to Fox,
is amazing.
buddy, what do you think?
Woo. I think it's one of the greatest things this company's ever done. And I think Wilds, once again, Brady finds a way to beat Peyton. Like, it's unbelievable. His whole career he's doing it. Now he's coming here. He's going to call Super Bowls. This is unbelievable. I thought this was a trick. I can't believe it. I don't know when it'll be. I can't believe it. He's going to be great at it.
I cannot wait. Remember, Fox had Gronk, too. Gronk-Brady connection, Jenna. We are back. Oh, the dynasty is back. Let's go.
Yeah, it's awesome.
See how
He's
long
going to be
before
great.
that
No doubt
actually
about
happens.
it.
All right. Welcome, Tom Brady and family. We are just 15 minutes away from the grand opening of Nick's Club Superstar. Here's how it works. The NBA's 12 biggest stars are allowed in, and only 12. Nick's got the list finalized and ready. Find out who's in, who's out, who's in line next on First Things First. But now on First Things First, Weird and Wonderful, courtesy of Kevin Wilds. Guardians, White Sox, history for first baseman Josh Naylor. First player ever. 8 RBIs, all in the 8th inning or later. How about that? How about the excitement level? Might also be a little Oh, yeah, nice. I did that. Me.
Whoa, watch out.
He hates that helmet.
It's a little
Guardians
far,
rally from down 6 in the 9th. They win it in extras. That is pretty wonderful stuff. Kevin Wilds, what else you got for us?
Oh, more wonderful. Angels Rays. Mike Trout deep to left. Leaves the ballpark. Look at this fan with the catch and the cowboy hat. The Angels' new embrace of the Cowboys has just been wonderful. Ohtani followed up with another home run and he hit a grand slam. Angels win 11-3. Moving on to the weird. Bucks Celtics. Giannis's activities post-basket have been all over the map. Here, Marcus Smart's trying to be nice. Giannis kicks him in the face on accident.
Kicks him in
Marcus
the face.
Smart's like, whatever, dude. He does. He said it out. Look, see? I mean, well, I'm not saying it's on purpose, but Marcus Smart, after the game, said he kicked me in the face. What do you want me to say? Someone's foot hits your face. Got kicked in the face. Watch it. Boom. He said it. Defensive Player of the Year. Moving on to the wonderful. Let's check in on some NFL workouts. Season's getting ready. Here's Nick Chubb, squatting 675.
That's insane.
I've got an unpopular opinion. This is an unpopular opinion.
Not healthy?
Listen, it's a 10 and a 2.5 on each side,
with you, wow.
and you'd be at 700. I'm sorry, you can't. If you can do 675, you can put a 10 in that little 2.5 plate. I'm honestly, you'd be at 7. This is not impressive. This is not 75 pounds over 600. You're actually 25 pounds short. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Schedule release on Thursday. Baker Mayfield released soon thereafter.
Achiever.
Moving on to the weird. Warriors Grizz. Dylan Brooks, 1 jab step, 2 jab steps, and nope, kickball, out of bounds. Warriors win. It's kind of just a
rough night for him.
Not great for Dylan Brooks. I think Steve Kerr needs to apologize to Dylan Brooks after they win the series. And finally, wonderful, back to Warriors Grizz. We never actually left. Draymond's big block. Not the Defensive Player of the Year, but kind of just like Defensive Player of the Year in your heart. Draymond Green, Warriors win. And that's Weird and Wonderful from the National Password.
Got it on fast break. Thank you, Kevin Wilds. Mavericks Suns. Game 5 tonight in the desert. CP3 had more fouls than points for the first time ever in Game 4. 6 fouls, 5 points for those of you keeping score at home. He said he's got to figure out how to be better. Nick, do you expect Chris Paul to bounce back tonight in Game 5?
I do expect him to bounce back because it would be so devastating for him if he does not. And I want to say this here. There should be no tears for Chris Paul fouling out the way he did. He absolutely, I know Wilds was crying into his keyboard during the game, whining about the officiating, as he was doing early in the Celtics game as well until things turned around. However, Chris Paul needs to be smarter. Brew, he got 3 fouls immediately, and then they put him back in with 45 seconds left in the first half. The only thing he has to do is not pick up a cheap foul, and he does. He then starts the second half with 4 fouls, and he did that jabroni swerve in front of a guy stop thing that the NBA made illegal this year specifically because of Chris Paul and Trae Young. He picked up a foul. Here, to me, though, is what... So I don't think he'll get in foul trouble again. I think he'll play well. Here's what I think's notable, Brew. The Phoenix Suns, the last time they lost 3 games in a row, and in fact, one of only 2 times they've lost 3 games in a row since Chris Paul's been there. But the most recent time was the last 4 games of the finals last year. You and I have talked a lot about what a title would mean for Chris Paul. And I didn't definitively say it definitely would move him ahead of Isaiah Thomas. I said to me that would be a real discussion if he wins the title. The flip side to that is, what if in back-to-back years, with arguably the best team in basketball, you go up 2-0 on a team with no championship pedigree and you were to lose 4 straight? I know you don't think it's going to happen, but I don't think you would say it's impossible that it happens. What if they lose tonight? What if he's bad tonight? I don't think he will be. But what that would mean for him when he's one of the all-time greats, but we have these kind of lingering questions. I just think there's massive pressure on him going into tonight's game, unlike we have seen for him individually since last year's finals by far.
No, I agree with you. Look, I do think, like you, that he'll bounce back. He's had 2 very poor games with 7 turnovers in the first half of game 3. Obviously, the 5 points foul out game in 23 minutes in game 4. If he doesn't play well tonight, there's certainly a spot waiting for him on the Bud list this week. But, Nick, to your greater point, look, we all talk about we kind of talk about it in sympathetic terms, right? Like, man, it's a shame CP3 doesn't have a ring, right? Like we almost don't blame him. We blame Harden, we blame Barkley, we blame Ewing, we blame all these other greats that don't have rings. We don't really blame Chris. We kind of feel like he just hadn't been in the right spot. But he has. There's other times injuries have failed him a lot. Obviously in Houston in 2018, that was a problem. But he also has struggled at times. Not like for long stretches, but he's had bad moments. While we remember Westbrook, kind of getting him off his game way back. I think might have been 2014 in the playoffs.